And out of the blue, everything changed.
Hello, I'm George. I'm 10 years old. Here I'm at school, in my classroom, like any kid. I go to school every day and I have a pretty good time with my classmates. One day, I didn't feel well. I lost my balance, and the next thing that I knew was that, wow, I was in the hospital. It seemed like I had something serious because I couldn't move, and I was like sleeping for a few days. Sometimes the people around me talked about me if I wasn't there listening. That worried me. It made me feel, but they also took care of me. I was full of worries, but they let me be with my family. I was scared and I felt lonely. I had never been in a hospital before, nor far from my family, nor missing school for so long. I saw my dad sad, even thought him cold, and I would have liked to ask him how long I would have to stay in the hospital. I wanted to go home. I missed so many things: my house, school, playing in the park. One day, a person arrived. She was a teacher at the hospital. A teacher in the hospital? I never would have thought, but in the hospital, there was a small school, like me who are admitted, could continue learning. The teacher talked to my father and then with me, although I couldn't only communicate with my eyes, since I couldn't speak. Although I couldn't tell her, I liked the idea of having classes. It reminded me of school. The hospital teacher called my school teacher, and they agreed that I could continue having classes as if I were still going to my school. But of course, I still couldn't move much, just a bit with my hands. I couldn't speak, and everything was hard for me. How could I do same things as my classmates? The teachers thought that if I couldn't go to school, they could try to bring bits of school to the hospital. That's how the wall started filling up with images. The classmates' photos, the teachers' photos, the ones who taught me English, music. The classes helped me to disconnect from the hospital routines, the tests, the medical visits, taking medication. I never would have thought that I would miss school so much. Seeing my friends, playing at break, being outdoors, talking to my teachers. One day, the teacher suggested making a collage on a large piece of cardboard. My dad, as always, was also cheered up to help, and with the complicity of the nurses, who didn't care if the bed got dirty, I made a collage that reminded me of the sea using paint and many things we got from the nurses' cards. I felt so creative. What I liked the most was that every day they made me a video. Every single day. A hospital teacher would come with her phone, open WhatsApp, and there were my best friends. Every day a different greeting, followed by telling me something about what's happening at my school. It made me really happy. I guess they could see all my feelings reflected on my face. Some teachers from school didn't want to miss this daily communication we had established. So that's how the WhatsApp group was created with my tutor, the school principal, and I don't know how many more people. In one of the videos, they were painting a big poster. It was for an ocean project we were participating in. So, when they saw the collage I had made, we came up with the idea that a piece of my collage would become a part of the class poster. It was teamwork, even though we were far apart. Of course, my class group wanted to know about me, where exactly I was, why, what happened to me, what I was doing all day. So, we started making videos in the hospital too. First, the doctor told them what had happened to me and how they were helping me recover. Another day, it was the physiotherapist who helped me in the hospital gym to walk again. Yes, a gym in the hospital. Can you believe it? Then the nursing staff joined in. We were all learning something new, what happens when you get sick and how they help you in the hospital. The days went by, and each day I was more integrated into the things we did. I liked participating, and even though I couldn't be there physically, The school still included me. Well, I was there even if it was from afar. The cantata, which is a musical event where a lot of schools participate and various songs are sung, was online. After COVID-19, we couldn't gather, and the classes that participated were each one on their own. It was great. It was a different way of being together. I was feeling better, and little by little, I was getting better. Then I started moving to the hospital school, and I go to show my classmates the ring to the furry therapists with 4 legs. My friends, the dogs. Yeah, the hospital scanning group came once a week to the hospital school to listen to stories. They seemed to really like it because they didn't get distracted for a moment. My classmates at school were amazed, just like I was the first day I saw them. I became a dog storyteller for a day. Finally, I was much better, and the big moment came to go home and soon return to school. We had supported each other throughout this time, and we had learned so many things. That things can change from one day to another. We can get sick and still be with friends. That with enthusiasm we can keep learning anywhere. That the brotherhood of the education community is also part of the healing. And that feeling connected is like a network, which rocks us and supports us when we were far away and feel fragile. When I was finally at home, one day I went to visit school. When they saw me, my classmates and teachers were so happy and welcomed me warmly. Nobody was surprised that I was in a wheelchair, and nobody looked at me with pity. We had been seeing each other all this time, and they knew I was recovering. I felt loved and accepted. I'm telling you this story that happened to me so you understand that any situation can be a source of learning, daily and life lessons that can serve us forever.
Despite George's absence for several months and the curriculum being set aside, it was not considered appropriate to separate him from his group, valuing the emotional well-being of those involved as the most important. He went on a vacation knowing that he would be back with his class group. In September, the school team met with the hospital team, and together they worked to find a way for George to return to school in person under the most favorable conditions possible, ensuring that both teachers and students felt safe and comfortable.